Hi, I'm Zane Carney, and you're watching Guitar Shop TV. Alanis Morissette and Green Day, Dookie was like a big album for us. Aerosmith, this album Nine Lives was a huge inspiration for us. But yeah, that was when I was a kid, you know, and the Beatles were of course in our house, and ABBA we were into, our family was into, we sang a lot in the car. So there was sort of this like beginning of sort of musical education, and it was just, you know, fun. It was a good time. My influences were more, you know, Wes Montgomery, Django Reinhardt, Jimmy Page, Johnny Greenwood, Bill Frisell, and I kind of just, you know, it kind of comes up in those five guitar players. Probably they probably influenced my sound the most. The first gig I played for money, it was a jazz quartet gig on a boat in Chatsworth. And no one could hear me. We were on a boat driving around with a tuba, trombone, trumpet, and guitar. And I was just like trying to hammer out, you know, quarter notes, like Freddie Green style. That was 50 bucks. I think I was 15. When I was 16, I almost won this national guitar competition. I got second place. It was called Guitarmageddon. It was at Guitar Center. It was the first year they had it. And I played this song, Round Midnight, you know? I played like a sort of jazzy-ish version, but then I went into this like, what I thought was hip hop when I was 16. This like funk section. I don't know what I did. I was one of the 6 finalists nationally in Seattle. And Steve Vai was judging, and he said at halftime, after we'd all performed, he said, all you guys did one thing. Y'all did the same thing. You all did a diminished lick. Why does every guitar player think he has to do like, you know, or, oh shoot, what am I doing? Yes, everyone did some like really fast diminished lick. He's like, it's such a stupid guitar thing to do. And we all laughed. But then he came up and I guess pulled me aside after and said, you know, you're 16, the prize is a motorcycle. Like we couldn't really let you win. So they gave, I mean, the guy who won played 2 guitars at once. I mean, it was amazing. I mean, for me, there's 2 pieces of gear. For the guitar, you know, that's the one. And then there's 2 pedals that I love. There's the Maxon 8999, which I use for slapback. It's so milky. When it decays, it spreads, but it also gets darker, as opposed to all the digital freaking mod delays that like spreading it thinner. This spreads but gets darker, and I love that. And then the HAO Rumble mod, which is this pedal from Japan that I freaking love. No, I don't know one person that uses it, but I use it. And those 2 things I normally will bring to a gig of my solo music. I only use Sigmund amps pretty much. I have some vintage amps, but live at gigs, I have a Sigmund Midnight Blues, 2 of them, and a Sigmund Midnight Special. I would say Sigmund amplifiers are my favorite. A dear friend of mine in a band called Soul Puppet was like, let's just record some stuff on tape for fun. And it started to snowball into this thing where, you know, I am you know, signed to Interscope Records, and we're talking about some stuff with our management about how we're gonna release what would be, I guess, my debut guitar album. So I'm really excited about that. And the goal to me, vision-wise, would be sort of probably in the vein of Chet Baker meets Esperanza Spalding meets Roy Buchanan meets whatever it is that we do in Carney that I like to bring to Carney. So there'd be some singing, there'd be some songs that don't have any singing on it. You know, to quote Habakkuk from the Bible, you know, write it plainly on tablets so that he who reads it may run with it. I'm sort of that sort of person. So I wrote down, you know, I want to play Carnegie Hall in 2014. I mean, I don't know if that's going to happen. I mean, probably not. I don't know. But that's my dream.